So, Minecast number 2 with Taylor, if you couldn't tell by the name. What's up, Taylor?
Hello, Lucas. I'm all right. I'm doing well.
Decent. So, I mean, there's not much planned. It's just we go off just like a topic and whatnot, and just talk and see where it goes, pretty much. So I guess I'm just gonna start off like this way I did last time. YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
I've got a lot to say on this, but I don't know. Like, it's difficult because I've only been making videos for 6 months at most. So I don't really know as much about being a creator as you do. But like from a viewer's perspective, I've got a lot to say.
Okay.
I mean, I'll start off with where YouTube's going because I feel like that's probably the most important segment. I think it's really difficult because ever since the whole ad thing with all the advertisers pulling out of content and stuff, it's kind of been on a downward trajectory, I assume, for content creators. But at the same time, I was watching do you know who Moist Critical is?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I was watching one of his videos, and it was basically the YouTube CEO, Susan Wojcicki, or whatever her name is, got in touch with him and said, what can we do to improve the platform? I think that was just a massive step in the right direction for YouTube.
Yeah.
Because it seems as though they're finally listening to creators. Whether they actually implement that is another thing, but at least they're listening.
True. For sure.
I'd like to hear your perspective on it, because you're a content creator more than I am, so you'd have a...
I think it depends on... It depends on what area we are talking about, I guess. I would say the gaming side of YouTube is actually... it's gotten a lot better the past year or so, maybe 2 years. It's gotten quite a lot better, in my opinion. Or at least a lot bigger, anyway. So that's definitely a good side. The monetization thing, I don't really know. I mean, it's a good thing, but a bad thing as well, because I mean, it can, how you need to reach 4 hours watch time and stuff like that. I think, of course, it's annoying for sure for people who haven't reached it yet. But I guess it's also a good thing for there are a lot of spam accounts and whatnot on YouTube, which is re-upload videos and stuff like that. I think it's a good thing for that, because some people then get demotivated to post those type of videos. But and what is as well, I guess the people who actually get us on that video should have higher CPM, I think, maybe. I'm not actually sure, because channels like that, of course, can't earn anything, I guess. So it's good and bad, so to speak.
I've got a lot of from...
raining.
I can't really comment on anything much to do with creators, because I'm more of an outsider looking in, kind of. But from that perspective, it's difficult, because with Twitch you have a much higher chance of getting your video seen, or your live stream seen, because raids and stuff. So on YouTube, if you it's much harder, because your feed's probably going to be filled with popular videos from popular creators, because that's obviously what people like. But whoops, if you find a channel out of nowhere, it's it's less common than on Twitch.
For sure.
So if I don't know, a feature that YouTube could do with using is if you're doing a premiere, for example, you could set an autoplay for a certain video or creator. So you can discover them as well. I think that will be a, it's small, but it could be much huge for smaller creators.
Yeah, definitely like a step in the right direction for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't got much more to say on the like creator side of YouTube. Like, viewer side's just pretty boring.
What do you have on the viewer side? I want to know actually. I'm interested.
I feel like because of my like as I'm getting older and because I've got like less time on my hands, should I say?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm sort of becoming less prone to watching stuff the whole way through. Like I used to watch videos so if someone was doing an outro, like I'd watch that all the way through for some reason.
Yeah.
But nowadays, like I just want the fix, and I guess that was what was wrong with my channel to start off with, because like I was out of school at that point. I had so much free time.
Oh yeah.
So I just thought everyone else did as well. So I was doing like 5-minute reviews of like what happened in the stage and stuff. Like
yeah.
But yeah, from a viewer perspective, I do realize now that like more people are less interested in basically your content, but well, to put it bluntly, they're less interested in your content, but they're just like pay attention less, have a shorter attention span. So
yeah, for sure. I mean, I noticed that too myself. Like I used to watch a lot of like playthrough videos and stuff like that, which are like,
say
well then, they're like maybe an hour long, something like that. I can't find the time anymore. I just sit through that. It's I don't know.
I found that with a video this morning. It was like an hour long, and I couldn't watch any more than like 10 minutes of it at a time.
Oh, yeah, that do be happening.
I've got to remember where I got over there.
I don't know. I mean, I think I guess the top creators are doing well, so to speak. Like the top side of YouTube is a lot better, but the bottom side is it's not as good as it definitely could be. I am finding absolutely nothing down here in this mine, and I'm getting pissed off.
Another creeper. Okay, lovely.
Coal. Jeez. I actually have to see coal. Wow. What else? Let me see. I actually had something written down about YouTube. Let me see what it was. What was it again?
Well, actually, I've got something to say, but it kind of goes more into the TDF / Pro Cycling Manager YouTube bit.
Okay. So
I was thinking of doing a video on ranking YouTubers in Tour de France / PCM.
Oh.
But I don't know whether that would be good for my relationships with.
That is a good question. It depends if you're nice or you're not. Because if you put me S tier, then
I'll be nice, but at the same time, I'm very prone to like crack a joke about something or.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I guess if people can't take like a light joke, then at that point, it's really worth being nice to them. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But from the people I've spoken with, everyone seems to like be all fine, to be honest. So I wouldn't see anything wrong with that. Oh, that's a mine. Oh damn. Okay. So I don't think any hurt will come from it for sure, or any harm, that is.
Yeah.
Let me see.
You found your point yet?
Not yet. No. Oh yeah. Is there any other content than Tour de France you've been looking into trying making, or no?
I was thinking about this like last week because like there'll be a point, especially like now when the 2020 1 cycling season is starting, and like people will go, well, you've got the wrong like database, because you can't make like in Pro Cycling Manager you can mod it. In Tour de France it's much more difficult. So like I feel like viewership will go down in 2021. So like I'm thinking of expanding into like more cycling related stuff in general, but still keeping Tour de France videos, which is kind of difficult for me because I don't upload very often.
Yeah, that could be a
I'm
good
thinking
shout.
of expanding into the cycling side more. Because actually, and this continues on from my YouTube point, the end goal for me with YouTube, like people start channels to like, I don't know, as a hobby or like if they want to get money, which is completely stupid in my opinion. But like the end goal for me was I've always wanted to be in like the sports commentary industry. So like commentating on actual sports, and the whole YouTube aspect of that, I feel like television stations, especially in the UK now, television stations are way more inclined to like, they're open to the idea of getting people from YouTube in. So for example, like on our main cycling channel over here, which I say that the main cycling channel is Eurosport, but like the main free one, you know, Lanterne Rouge.
Yeah.
He's like involved in analysis on there.
Okay.
So like the dream, I guess, would be like if some like television company sees one of my videos and goes, "Oh, he's alright."
Yeah. I mean, that is definitely a good way and creative way, because I'm not sure how you actually get into that, to be honest. Do you need any like sort of education to do that, any specific, or is it just?
I don't really think so. Like,
no. I guess you could take some sort of something, but
no, I'm sure you could take an English degree or something or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe journalism or something.
Oh yeah, true.
Sure. But yeah, that is the end goal, and I feel like starting a YouTube channel may push me further, because like if I'm in the job interview and they say like, "Oh, what have you done?" Just say, "I've got a YouTube channel. I've been doing this for however long."
Yeah.
I feel like it links in well. So.
For sure.
Yeah, I feel like YouTube can get you much further than it could before.
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, I'm not great, doing transitions, but I'll try my best. So, I saw you said face reveal at 1K. Is that true?
Okay. I mean, yeah, I'll do it.
Oh, okay. You heard here first. Subscribe.
You should never reveal your face as a YouTuber until a certain point where people start saying, "Oh, can we get a face reveal?"
Yeah.
And then you can say, "Oh, I'll do it at a certain number of subs."
Yeah. I mean, I guess I've just always shown my face because I don't really know why. But yeah.
2 hearts here. We could be in trouble.
Yeah. Sometimes I just wish I didn't, to be honest.
God's sake.
Oh,
this is not been a productive start.
No, I'm in a mine and stuff like that. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm finding gold and shit. I'm golden.
See, I shouldn't be mining trees to make a house, but I'm only going to be on here for an hour, so.
Yeah. Oof. There we go.
You got any other subjects to talk about?
I mean, just YouTube-wise, I don't think so. No.
I think I'm all on YouTube as well. I said what I wanted to say.
Yeah. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, I need food. Fuck. I need to figure out this first. Do you have anything specific we can move on to?
Not really specific wise.
Okay. I'll just try and survive and find something then. Okay, let me see.
I know you wanted to like avoid cycling, but like what are your thoughts on like it must be fairly difficult as like a Tour de France YouTuber to like get into the video aspect of it, because like, no offense, but Evan,
yeah, Yeah, no offense taken. I
But,
don't.
Like, it must be like difficult because with like football or something, you'd make a FIFA video and have much more of a knowledge on like players and stuff.
Yeah,
Whereas with Tour de France, it seems like it's slightly more difficult for you.
it's definitely difficult. Yeah. um, I understand why people get mad at me not knowing their names, but I haven't heard them before a lot of the time, so it's like I just try and pronounce whatever I see fit, really. Like,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I try and fit all of them into like one accent, so to speak. Like Danish names, I don't
Yeah.
pronounce them the Danish way, so to speak. So it's not just I don't know how to pronounce. Sometimes I just pronounce it because that's what makes sense anyway. Oh, I'm about to die. So, but yeah, it's.
Well, I mean, even like pro commentators will do it and say a wrong name and just like stick with that name for the whole time. Like, especially in England, like we
Yeah.
refuse to leave our language barrier. Like, like if some name's got some accent in it, we'll just say the letter without the accent.
That's essentially what I do, I guess. So, but yeah, that is FIFA with videos was a lot easier to make, definitely. Well, so I got some interesting things. Let me see. Oh, I guess actually, what interest do you have outside of like cycling and YouTube?
I was very into football and still am.
Okay.
Like, I support Exeter City, who won 5-0 on
Ooh.
Saturday, so
Ooh, okay,
we are
okay.
absolutely vibing. But well, football, I used to do like racing, go-karting for a bit. That was expensive.
Oh yeah.
Because like, yeah, I don't even want to talk about how expensive it was. It was disgusting. I don't really have many things outside of sports that are like hobbies, but yeah. How about you?
I forgot every single thing I've ever known. What do I do again? What do I spend my time on? I guess, I mean, fitness, but that's sort of part of football and whatnot, I guess, but a really big fitness nerd, so to speak, I guess. Besides from that, let me see. I guess I'm big on psychology and stuff like that. I like all those psychology things. Yeah, things. Besides from that, I don't really think I got much, to be honest. Music, yeah, music actually.
Oh yeah, try. Oh yeah, music.
Yeah. Gold, lovely.
I've not got a lot. Like, I listen to like lots of different genres, I guess. Like, I would pull up my Spotify stats now, but I just can't be asked. So like, I'm a very big like indie fan. But at the same time, I feel like I want to listen to more rap this year, just because.
I got a lot of
I'm phasing into rap now. Like late 2020, I was huge on it.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ! There's 3 creepers.
You know, like NF.
Oh yeah, let's go.
NF features a lot in my playlist.
Yeah.
Like I said in one of your Twitch streams, Chip, after he had the beef with Stormzy, like, I used to listen to him slightly, but like since then, my listening has gone up loads.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest drill fan. Like, drill's very UK centric, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. Like, I listen to some, but not much at all compared to like rap.
Yeah, I get that. I get that for sure. I think majority of what I listen to is just rap as well, to be honest. So not much different here. Why is there so many fucking creepers? Jesus Christ. Okay. Alright, well that was that then for that topic. Professional YouTuber here, right here. Let me
I mean,
see.
I can go through one of my playlists if you want. I've just got one
Oh
up.
Jesus! Yeah, go
My
on.
rap playlist. Right, it contains. I think most of it's like the artist that features the most is NF.
Yeah.
But like in Britain, we've got like lots of. I feel like Britain has more gifted rappers than America does. But
Yeah, I
like
can
they
understand
get they get featured less because like I don't know, American rap
Oh.
tends to have a catchy like a catchy I don't know hook or something.
Yeah.
Like it tends to be more American rap tends to be more like I don't know, I don't want to say TikTok based, but like you can see it getting on TikTok and then like becoming big because of that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Whereas like British stuff is far less I don't know, like mainstream. That's the word.
Yep. Okay, I don't know where I was going, so I'm just telling you. Do you know where we were before? What like mountain we were on? Or no?
I what the Alpes one or the
where'd we come from exactly?
I came from somewhere over that way.
Okay, I'll just run that right then to see what happens. Alright, well.
But yeah, through my playlist, Token. Bit of that.
Yeah.
That's probably the American side more.
Yeah.
What else have we got? Childish Gambino's like one of the few Americans that I listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Kamikaze, he's probably my favorite. Like overall, like probably the last few years it's been NF, but like as an overall like total, Kamikaze is very good.
Yeah.
You probably won't have heard of him, but
oh, I haven't listened to him, but I have heard of him. I think
he's been on FIFA once, but that was nowhere near his best song. Like,
okay.
but yeah, mostly British stuff.
Yeah. I don't really listen to Danish music, to be honest. I just it's not my style, to be honest. Most of it anyway. Kind of boring to me. I don't know. I mean, a lot of it, I guess a lot of it's like drill, so to speak, just with Danish type style, auto-tune and that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, nah, don't really care for it. And I think I've lost every sense of where I am, and that mind before is absolutely gone. Okay, well, we start over then. Let's go.
Looking at it, JME as well. I listen to a bit of
Oh
JME.
yeah, true. Alright.
There's a story which I found out a couple of days, maybe a week or two ago, that my politics teacher at school got JME's phone number on a night out, which is pretty mad. We were like going on about it for the whole day.
Yeah, I don't want to know. I'm not sure if I want to know how. Maybe how that even came to be.
I don't have that much information on it, but it was just a night out, I guess. And yeah, events transpired, I guess, and somehow my politics teacher got Jamie's phone number.
That is impressive, actually. Alright, well, I guess move on to. I have a question. What like irrational fears, so to speak, do you have? Or if you have any, of course.
I don't know. I don't have complete fears of a lot of things. I don't have complete fears, but I have a lot of like slight fears. So like snakes. I'm not good with snakes, but at the same time, I'm a bit. Like it depends what snake, really. Like, if you're around a small one, you're like, yeah, that's kind of. that's not going to bite me or anything.
Yeah.
Whereas like big snakes, just basically any animal that can kill you.
Oh yeah, that is pretty. That's true. How about claustrophobia?
Claustrophobia, I'm fine
Yeah.
with.
Okay. I'm terrible. I can't. I will rather die. I know. Yeah. That's just a no for me. Tight space.
What was your
and
worst
that.
claustrophobia moment? Go on.
Oh, I don't actually know. I had a few. Haven't had anywhere I've gotten like stuck. I don't think, because I tend to avoid those situations.
Yeah.
I think when I realized it, I was really young. I was like 5 or something like that in the kindergarten, and there was like, do you know those? I'm not sure if you have them, like small tunnels.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I went in there once. And I was like, fuck, I need to get the fuck out of here, quick. I guess not with those exact words, but yeah. And from that point on, I was like, I ain't going nowhere near anything like that. And I haven't to this day. Just like, have you seen those cave videos on YouTube? Where they're crawling in tight spaces?
Can't say I have.
No? Okay, they're horrendous. Like, yeah, you need to watch them to understand how bad it actually is. Because if you have the least bit of claustrophobia in you, then you don't want to watch it. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say on that. Other than that, I guess spiders maybe.
Spiders like I used to. Now it's meh.
Yeah, I just kill them whenever I see them, so I don't need to worry about it. That's my method.
That could be a good title. I'm a murderer.
oh yes, indeed. That's not bad. Well. Now I just look out real quick again. Okay. Are you more of like a fate guy, or you shape your own destiny? Like, do you think everything's predetermined or not? I do not have anything to say on that.
This is a good question. I feel like it's partly fate, but that's such a bad answer. But it's partly fate and like partly predetermined. So like, I don't know, like where I live, like where I was born, absolutely fate.
Okay.
But like some things I feel like are predetermined. Yeah.
Okay. Any specific things or just?
Not really.
Okay. I don't really know, to be honest. I don't like. I like the idea of things being predetermined, but at the same time, I don't like the feeling of it. So, actually, I don't even think I have an opinion on that, to be honest. Actually, no, things are not predetermined. That's my answer. Yeah. Sure, that'll work. How's the house going, by the way? Is it looking good? Or?
I've resorted to dirt roof right now.
Oh.
But sure, be slightly better by the end of the pod.
Yes, we'll hope so. So, do you put a lot of value on like materialistic things, like like I guess watches, Gucci, stuff like that, or not really?
I'm not really like if I go out shopping, I'd most likely go for the cheapest item. Like,
yeah,
I don't really fashion wise, I'm not stylish, bro. I just go for like the cheapest thing.
Yeah.
Like I'd wake up in the morning for like school, and like picking what to wear. I just like get the first two things I see. I'm not a fashionable person.
I get that. Oh, Neil. I think as I've gotten older, I've become a little bit more fashionable, so to speak. But I used to just not care at all about fashion and stuff like that.
But, what, you're 19, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Almost 20, and then almost 21, almost 22. Existential crisis coming on. Let's go. No. Time is a concept. That's all I have to say. I don't fucking know. Okay, actually, this one. In school, like either past or present, what type of like group would you usually hang out with, so to speak?
Ooh. I wouldn't say I have absolute best friends, but like friends. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I've got lots of people who I like and they like me, but like not to a best friend level, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
But I'd usually hang out with, I don't know, like it's if you were talking like popular groups in school, like groups of popular kids, I'd probably be at like the third most popular group. I'd probably mix in with like the ones that are not bad education wise, but at the same time good fun to hang out with them.
Yeah, I get that. How about, I guess, stereotypical like sports types or like nerds, so to speak, whatever you wanna call it.
Normally sports types.
Okay.
Because
Gotcha.
I'm like I said in my hobby thing, like without sports, I'm literally a broken person.
We're two on that boat.
Like sports are the only thing that really like hold it together. Like I lose track of days of the week without sports. Like
yeah, true. That do be happening. The thing about that, I guess there's like 3 different periods of my life where I'm like 3 different groups, so to speak. First one, start of school, the group of me, myself, and I. That was a great time. Yeah, that was a great time. Then, actually, I think it was when everyone started playing football and whatnot in our class. That's when I actually started making friends for like the first time, which sounds sad, but it's true. And it was because I was fairly good, so I ended up making friends from that. And then
being good at football was like basically free friends.
Yeah, exactly. And from that point on, I was friends with like every like group. There's like the I guess the what do I call it? The what was it called again? God dang it. The guys who would, I guess, just not care about school and would don't really like grades or whatever, and the hard kids, so to speak, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I would hang out with them, and I guess also these nerds, so to speak, and everyone in between that, and that was just, I guess it's not unusual to hang out with everyone, so in that sense, I don't know, but that was interesting. And then it sort of moved over to I had like one friend which I would talk to, and that was about it. Yeah, which that's not too bad. I mean, it is what it is. And now I'm here with no friends. Let's go.
Look at you. All right, no, fair enough.
Look at me now. Exactly. Oh wait, I just got run away real quick, and I'll find the next thing. Okay. Let me see. What else we got on the agenda here? Okay, this might be a little bit deep. So, what are your like core values, so to speak, of like a human being? Core values.
I don't know, like what I lack in knowledge. I'd say I make up for in like friendliness, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'd rather. No. My core values.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I guess it's a little difficult question, but I guess
can tell you what core values I lack. I guess.
Uh huh.
Determination. That's one.
Uploading videos.
Like,
and that.
Yeah, especially with uploading videos. Like, I'm not the most determined person. Like, I can't concentrate for long. Did they used to give like at your school or in Denmark in general? Did they used to give like extra time for like people who found it harder to like concentrate and stuff, like in tests?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, I do believe so.
Kids.
Yeah. Oh, you're lagging quite a
There's
lot.
an absolute heart and soul to something, rather than like. Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Well, either way, I'm recording it anyway, so.
Oh yeah, true.
Like I do a lot of. Yeah, I used to do a lot. I put my heart and soul, like my absolute 100% of my time, into one set thing.
Uh-huh.
And like when that thing didn't work or like didn't happen or go through, like
Yeah.
I think I could have been doing something else. Like I get caught up in that a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, very deep.
That's the point.
I don't know, like. Oh, are you having a laugh, bro?
How did?
Well, that was a nice way to stop the conversation.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think for myself even. I think core values for me is definitely, I guess, actually being a good person is like really high up on the list for me, for sure.
Like I'd say, if I can't be remembered for like being knowledgeable, which most likely isn't going to happen at this point, I'd like to be remembered for being just a friendly guy. Like,
yeah, for sure. I'm just trying to see if there's any interesting stuff in this cave. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't you fucking dare. Okay. Nah, not really. Okay. Well, if there's no interesting stuff in the gameplay, I think. What else we have? Okay. This is I don't know. This is something I randomly thought of. I not even randomly. I thought about it a lot actually. Never mind. But do you know one's reality, right, is another person's illusion, essentially. So if I, for example, told you a lie, like Volkswagen won the Tour de France, and you believed it, that would then become your reality, but it's actually not the actual reality. So we're all living in a reality, but living in different realities. Oh, that's something to think about when going to sleep and can't sleep.
I fall for that quite a lot. Like, I'm starting to think the world's a simulation more and more.
That
like,
would be.
We're all in our own like separate world, and like people are being programmed to like say certain stuff and respond to certain things.
Yeah, that would. I sort of. I mean, it could happen, but I just don't want to believe it. Essentially.
Like these are like the conversations you'd have with like a mate at midnight or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's the vibe. That's
like when you can't sleep and just like discuss the world.
Yes, that is the exact vibe I've been going for, and it's working. Let's go. I'm trying to think. Do I have anything? Okay. I guess have you answered that? Sort of.
What's the question?
It's like making friends. Do you find it difficult or?
Not really. Like,
No?
I'm kind of known at school for being like one of the funny kids.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm trying to say. I'm a comedy natural. But yeah, I don't find it hard making friends because I don't know. Like most of the times I've made friends is when I've like. Am I allowed to? I guess I'm allowed to swear because it's gonna be a second channel video.
Yeah. Go on.
Like I take the piss out of people. That's like mostly the way I make friends.
Yeah.
Just like mock people. But yeah, that's where most of my friends come from. But I find it easy to make friends. Like I know some people like find it more difficult because like they find social skills difficult.
Oh yeah.
And that was me a lot. Like in my early days, like going back to the commentary thing, I guess. In the UK, they used to. I don't know whether they still run it, but they used to have this like competition thing.
Yeah. Where
you get like people from like ages 12 to I don't know 16 to all like. It was basically like a young commentators contest, and I never wanted to participate in that because I hated the sound of my own voice back then.
Yeah.
Like YouTube was one of the things where like I kind of started it because I wanted to feel more confident by my own voice and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I used to hate my own voice, but like be a good commentator. Like when I wasn't listening to it back, so like I kept missing out on those opportunities by just not doing it because like. The winner got to like commentate an actual like game on live radio, which was pretty insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I bottled that every single time because I didn't want to hear my own voice on like national stuff. But nowadays, like nowadays it's much different. Like now I've got into like YouTube videos and like I would when making a YouTube video because. I like used to do it. Like it was one of them things as a kid where you were like, yeah, that would be quite interesting if I made a YouTube video and it'll be really poorly produced and like it'll be like a Slither.io gameplay or something. But yeah, I used to never watch my videos back because I just hated the sound of my own voice. But now I like, I feel like watching my own videos is more comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you get that. I assume you find it comfortable to watch your own videos because, like, you've done it so much.
Yeah. At this point, yeah, it's definitely. I think I actually always have. But it's not like I really like my voice. It's just I don't know. Actually.
Like you can bear it, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely. Oh, there was something else I was gonna say. What was it? Oh yeah, I'm one of those kids who can't make friends, so I would like to have some knowledge. That would be great. Anytime soon. But I guess knowledge wouldn't even work because I would have to actually do it. Yeah.
I feel like my school life was kind of saved by the COVID pandemic. Like 2020 was probably one of the things that saved me because at primary school, like. I used to be fairly like I used to be one of the nerds, I guess.
Yeah.
So like they'd give me and like I smashed my early exams. So like in secondary school here, you get like predicted grades based on what you did in primary school. So like my predicted grades were high. But like the second I started secondary school, like I was starting to decline in like becoming less knowledgeable. So like when they announced that they were doing it off predicted grades, like I was so lucky. If we did an exam, I doubt I'd be even in school at this point. Like,
oof. Yeah, at school, I don't. Love-hate relationship for sure.
School
It's
is the
like,
reason why I don't like have any time to upload anymore. Because like
yeah,
the school I'm at is very like pushy, I guess.
yeah.
Like for every hour of work you do in school, you've got to do an hour of work at home. Like
Oh,
it's
oh,
really it's difficult. So like I'd find myself like I don't know doing a we had like a last week we had a 16-page homework that we had to do.
oh,
And that's like a weekly occurrence.
oh.
So yeah, I'd have zero time for making YouTube videos. Like all of
Yeah.
my videos I made
Fuck.
were pre-recorded ones from like COVID pandemic lockdowny era.
Yeah.
Um, so like for example, the Dauphiné series that I did one episode of and then stopped.
Oh yeah.
I recorded all of the episodes and all of the sound and stuff during the pandemic, but like editing is the most difficult thing because when you've been staring at a screen doing homework for like 3 4
Yeah.
hours, the last thing you want to do is stare at a screen again.
Yeah, for sure. I just that's a lot of homework though. We had homework.
It is.
We just did not have anyone near that much. And what we did have, I usually didn't really care to do. Cause I'm like, what will I use it for essentially?
Yeah, like I mean, in secondary school, like you were sitting in maths learning about like algebra and Pythagoras theorem and stuff, and you
Yeah,
were thinking like, I always used to think like, what's this gonna help me with in daily life? Like,
yeah. Like before that I got introduced with all, I guess before what do you call it? The alphabet got introduced into maths. I was like top of the class and stuff like that. It was just easy, and then that came in. I was like, well, I don't need this, so I don't need to learn it. So I'm just
and then
not
like
going
half the exam is just like algebra. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
no point.
nope. It's really not. Oh, at least we haven't done it in a while, so that's good.
I mean, I saw Benji had a question in the Discord about TV shows. I don't watch TV.
Oh yeah, no, me neither really. So I can't.
My TV is pretty much YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
the only pieces of video I do watch now are just purely on YouTube. I feel like
Same.
that's the way it's going. Like, TV is just becoming like less interesting or important like nowadays.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. And I think is that. I guess you can't really say that's a good thing. I guess it's the same, really. It's different. I'm not sure. But yeah, definitely is switching.
What
A
is
lot more.
Danish TV like? What channels are there for like specific things?
Yeah, there are specific channels. I guess there's the national channel. I guess it's called. And
Oh, is it like your version of like the BBC over here, where it's like government funded and like free for everyone?
yeah, I think so. Yeah. So, I can't really remember. There's sports channels. I guess that's all I know.
Yeah,
And-
all of our sports channels you have to pay for, so
oh yeah,
like no point. Yeah,
that's yeah. So
like if I'm not going to watch TV in the first place, I'm not going to pay for a sports channel. Like,
no.
like there'd be occasions where like I don't know, like they'd show the Champions League final on like free TV.
Mhm.
Like ITV, which is one of the like free ones,
Yeah.
has like unlimited rights to do like full Tour de France stages and stuff. And like that's the only pretty much the only sport you can watch for free over here,
Yeah.
like live.
Mm. That's yeah. I don't. I think it's starting to switch that way too in Denmark. So.
Like the YouTube era is just taking over
Yeah.
TV now. Like you wouldn't go. I wouldn't go to watch TV for sports anymore.
No.
Like the highlights just get uploaded onto YouTube within like
Yeah,
40 minutes of the game. Like, so there's just no point.
pretty much. Pretty much, yeah. Trying to look here to see if I have anything. I guess it's just a random thing I wrote down, but I just wrote black and white. A lot of people see the world as being black and white. Like either someone is a good person or a bad person. There's like no in between for some people. But at the same time, you know, there's a reason why, I guess, bad people, so to speak, actually can have friends, because they have, what do you call it, attractive traits still, even though they might be a bad person and stuff. And that's that's the thing that a lot of people, I guess, just don't really realize. I don't know how. It's like they're like, no, he's 100% just a bad person. There's absolutely nothing good about him. There's one bad thing. He's a trash human being. That's
like linking to this. What are your thoughts on like Twitter stan culture? Because like it's been going around a lot, like YouTube wise recently.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to think of it. Like,
no, I mean, also, do you know Dream? Just.
Oh yeah, the Dream.
Yeah. Did you see he made a video about stans here like yesterday? I think.
It may come to a shock to people, but like I don't watch Dream. Like, I mean, I know. I watch that. Like, the furthest I get into Minecraft YouTube is probably like the occasional Tommy Innit video.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Dream I don't watch. But I've heard about his whole stand thing.
Yeah, essentially he made the he drew a line between what do we call it? You know how stands they often what do we call it? People paint them as being sort of obsessed with this one person, for example.
Yeah.
And he drew the line between that and, for example, others growing up and being fans of like a sports team, for example, and then being obsessed with that, you know, having posters and everything that, all what I can't speak, and having posters and stuff like that in their room of people that are playing on their team, for example, and also having, you know, accounts dedicated to them and stuff like that, or with like a profile picture with one of them and stuff.
I mean, like, yeah, I guess football Twitter's kind of like that. In the UK, like, you'd hide behind a profile picture of a footballer and your name would be like, I don't know, like Fabulous Firmino or something.
Yeah, something like that. So it's sort of drew the line between those things and the fact that it's kind of hypocritical to call out, I guess, stan culture, so to speak, and not call out stuff like that, which I get. So, in my opinion, I don't really mind. Of course, there are toxic stans, fans, whatever, but there are that in everything imaginable. So they're just the vocal minority, I guess. So overall, I'm cool with it, to be honest.
Yeah. I mostly agree with that. Like, although I do feel like, I don't know, it's not a bad thing to be a stan, like, but at the same time, I'm a little worried that like people will take it too far and like start literally, like, if you idolize another person too much, like, you stop, like, I'm worried that they'll stop caring about themselves, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, definitely.
I'd rather live my own life than the life of someone else, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, stan culture is just very weird to me, and like, I don't know, I because I'm not a part of it, I don't feel like I should like judge it. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I get that. I haven't ever been a stan. I've been a big, I guess I still am, big Naruto fan.
Yeah.
To, but for me, it hasn't been unhealthy. It's actually been healthy, to be honest, because that has been like a lot of time my main source of motivation, to be honest, for a lot of things have just come from that, and I don't actually see many negative things. But of course, I mean, it's different to a certain degree, I guess, but I don't know. It's a difficult place to navigate. So
I guess like sports teams could be a whole thing about that as well. Like if Exeter lose, for example, like my whole week is ruined. Like,
yeah.
Whereas if they win, like my week is absolutely made. So like I think it should be less of that. Like, oh hello, there's a zombie in it. All right.
Yeah.
1 second, I'll just deal with this guy.
Okay. Just, shit.
But yeah, if I feel like if my sports team loses, it's my week is over. Like I can't go back from this.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of similar to fan culture, but I don't really know because I'm not part of that whole thing.
No.
But I see why people have the views that they do on stands. I just don't know the correct view.
No, I mean, I guess that's up to the individual person, really. I guess also a lot of people like they think their view on things is the only correct one, which is where a lot of this stems from, essentially. And they just, I don't know. I sort of get it why they think, but at the same time, it's like, surely you should be able to think, or like think for yourself and know that no, that's not the case. But I don't know, man.
Yeah.
People.
I mean, it's kind of like the everyone is right mentality. Like.
Yeah.
I feel like it's harder to have like an argument with a person anymore because they're so set on their views. Like it's hard to like put it lightly, but like I think it's more difficult to like change someone's views now on like subjects because they feel like theirs is the correct one, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I've been into a few arguments here and there on the internet, and it just never turns out well. I just come to the conclusion they don't care.
What do you get internet arguments about? Like, what's it over?
I can't actually remember what it is. I guess I have been. I guess in my comment section, I have argued with people before, which is like. Some people like, you shouldn't do that. You're setting a bad example, but at the same time, surely I'm allowed to defend myself, so to speak, and not just let people. What do we call it? It's like when people, critique something that I don't think should be critiqued, or they say something is wrong, which I don't think is wrong, or I know isn't wrong, and I then call them out for it, and they're like, no, what I say is right.
Yeah.
I think that's what most of got into arguments about, which, I'm not good at taking criticism. No, I'm not gonna shy away from that. I'm terrible, because I take stuff personally, even though I shouldn't, and that's a flaw of mine, which I'm trying to better, but you gotta have time to improve, I guess. So.
I guess the whole taking criticism thing is kind of like part of like my whole thing of it's harder to have an argument with someone anymore because they've got their like set views.
Yeah.
But like sometimes just criticism is like undeserving, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I don't know, I also feel like internet wise, like lots of people judge someone off one single action. So,
for sure.
I don't know, if you said something dodgy like when you were like, I don't know, 15, 16, like people would judge you for like that comment and that comment alone, rather than just like your whole life, you know?
Yeah, that is a big flaw in the internet community for sure. That is still like bringing something up like 5 years ago. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the fact that it wasn't brought up when, I don't know, let's say it's a tweet, like the fact it wasn't brought up when that tweet was made, obviously, well, kind of makes me think that it was accepted back then, and like, if it was accepted back then I don't know, it's kind of not their fault, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've definitely made jokes which today, no, you shouldn't make. In video, I think they're probably still alive, to be honest, the videos I've done, and one day I'll suffer the consequences, but for now no one knows, and no one will know. Probably, maybe.
Yeah, I've probably said some stuff in the past, like said some stuff, probably not on videos because you know I didn't make them, but like I'm sure I've said something in the past where it's like, yeah, that's probably like looking back on it, you think that's probably not the best thing to say. Like,
yeah, I guess part of it is I have, I would say, argue dark humor. Yeah.
Yeah, I
so
do.
That,
yeah, I have as well.
Yeah, so that makes it a little bit more difficult because there are jokes you know you shouldn't make, but you're like, it would be so funny though. But yeah.
Yeah, dark humor is becoming much more dodgy today. Like,
yeah, definitely.
And I like that's not a bad thing, but like it's good in some places that dark humor is like becoming less accepted, but at the same time, it's I don't know, like.
It's good. It's a good and bad thing, I guess. But that's with most things, I suppose. No?
Yeah.
Just want to check. Do I have anything else written down to make sure? Let me see.
We done all the Discord questions, or I mean, they're like it was kind of. I don't know. They went over it very quickly, and then we're on to another thing. On like the questions page, so I guess you'll have to scroll quite far. But I mean, I don't mind taking some Discord questions if there are any.
Oh yeah, what's your favorite sandwich? That was a question.
I feel like you can learn a lot about someone from what they pick as like a meal deal. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I would not say that. I don't know. Like, cheese is classic, but at the same time, it's boring.
Yeah. I ain't a big cheese guy.
Oh, I'm a huge cheese guy.
Oh no.
I don't know. What would yours be?
Like, are we talking like McDonald's and stuff like that?
Because I mean, you can say that. I guess.
Because I eat the same plain things just at home, and it's pretty boring. Frozen pizza is a good favorite of mine.
Oh, frozen pizza.
Yeah. It's really boring what I eat. There's nothing. No, there's nothing really. Protein shakes, protein bars, yeah. That's the most interesting thing I actually eat.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's nothing really. Okay, I think I gotta get inside before I read the next one.
Food-wise, I eat a lot, but I like burn off a lot at the same time doing sports and stuff. So I eat a lot of food, but I eat a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see you. Let me see.
How's it taking that long to get in?
it took a while. No, I guess start talking about other stuff. And the other one was, I guess Luska asked about my football career, so to speak. I don't have much to say on that, to be honest. That's the sad thing. Not sad thing, but at the moment I don't have much to say anyway.
I used to play to a fairly high standards, but like I know people that I used to play with in like Sunday teams that are now playing for like, for example, one guy's playing in like the 3rd division right now of English football, and he's the same age as me, which is insane to think. And like he's already playing for like the Polish under-18s team. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
But like there are lots of people where like I used to play with them, and now they're like set to go pro, which is cool. I was just never good enough to like get to that point.
I guess I have played with a few who gone pro as well. There's a guy I played with who debuted for FC Copenhagen, I think last year or 2 years ago. I used to play with. He made it to the academy and I didn't, so you know that's great. Still haven't forgiven myself for that. That was I was so close as well, but yet so far. So right now, I guess I'm just sort of taking one day at a time. You know, trying to come back from this lovely injury I have, and then we'll see what happens. Why is there lava sounds here? Oh, that's why. Okay, Jesus. I don't think I have much more. Not anything written down in it anyway.
I guess like a few of the questions will have been cycling. I've just realised I've dropped down your bit. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
In fact, Among Us. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that.
Among Us. It's starting to get stale.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Definitely need a new map, but it's not going to be there before early next year, I think it said. So.
Yeah, aren't they only like 4 people that are working on the game or something? It's a bit like Fall Guys, like that died out quick, but at the same time, like it was a very small studio that were working on it. So I feel like it's going down the Fall Guys route of it's not gonna be around for much longer, I think.
But Fall Guys was like, how long was that? Was that like a month where everyone played it and then it sort of just died? I guess Among Us has been there for longer. How long has it been for? Was it September it started blowing up? I think, maybe.
Yeah.
It might have been. Yeah, they definitely need to. I mean, they are adding something, but they need to hurry up a bit. If they could add proximity chat in game, and you don't need to have like a mod, that would be pretty. That would be pretty sick.
Because like a game's starting to like die. Well, die is a strong word, but like starting to fall off when people are like Among Us, but you know.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good indicator. Yeah. Oh, Neil.
How long have we been going for? This feels like forever.
It's been an hour and 10 minutes.
Ah.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So, the question is, do we try and keep waffling, or do we?
I mean, I could talk about my future plans, like.
Ooh. Yes. I meant to ask that. Actually, I just forgot. Yeah.
Future plans wise, especially video wise, I mean, like, it's really difficult for me because like I've got a lot of ideas, but like not enough time to like do them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, you know that video where this may be a leak depending on whether this will come out before Christmas Day, right? Definitely.
Yeah.
So you know that video where like I DM'd you on Twitter where I was like, join this live stream because I want you to see what's going on. Like I've never got around to editing that. And that's probably going to be like one of my favorite videos ever. Because of how insane it is, and like that must be a 1 in a million occurrence. Like, it's insane that we're chatting about it, and like it's only us two that know it. Like, I'm sure like the people watching this will be like, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah,
but I can't reveal much because it'll be out as like I want it to be a Christmas special, but at the same time, I kind of want it to be like a 2021, like the first day of out of this terrible year. Like,
just separate from this year.
It's going to be a Christmas special, but if I can't be asked to edit it, it will be a 2021 New Year's Day special kind of video. But yeah, I have that planned. Plus, I mean, I feel like I've recorded enough videos already to, like, I don't need to record anymore, but I want to do something when online comes out. I mean, that's that will that even happen? Like,
I don't know anymore. I literally don't know. People keep asking me in DMs and stuff like that. I don't know. Please.
But definitely at the end of the game, I'm gonna do like well done. I'm gonna do like a review, I guess. But it's kind of going to be a jokey review, especially with the way online's going right now. And it probably won't get me any good friends with Cyanide employees or people who make the game. But, I mean, it'll be funny. At least. Plus, I mean, I've got to get around to editing that meme video that I did.
Yeah.
Like, that was an episode 1 out of 3, and like I've recorded the footage for episode 2, but it just like takes so long to get like audio clips of like memes, and like it takes longer searching for like audio clips than it does to
I get that.
Like edit them in. Like,
that's true. That is straight facts.
I don't know, it's just kind of hard for a guy that doesn't have enough time. Like, this is basically what it all comes down to. Like, I've not got enough time. But yeah, any plans for the future?
I'm not sure actually. I don't know if any space. I think I'm sort of at this point on YouTube. I'm just gonna keep sort of doing what I've been doing, just better, I guess.
Like, I think that's the best thing for it, because like you've made so much Tour de France content now that if you stop, like, there's probably going to be an uproar.
Yeah, definitely there will be. There have been before, and there will be again. I'm
also thinking of investing in an Elgato, because footage is a bit iffy at the moment. Like, it's 1080p, but it's 720p. It's
that seems like a good shout.
Yeah, I think an Elgato will be the next investment for YouTube.
Yeah,
and then maybe one of the boom things for your mic, where it like
true,
stops the P's and the T's being so disgusting.
Can we draw it longer? That's the question.
I mean, I could put out a plea and say if online comes out and if anyone is interested in a potential collab video, feel free to hit me up on Twitter. Because, like, it's a plan for one of the series I have where I'd try and matchmake in an online game with someone else, because, like, by the way it's going, like, I don't even think we'll have customized matchmaking. Like,
no, probably not, no.
So we'll just have to try and get lucky and press start at the same time or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I've got a good idea for a series. Like, it's just whether I can record it and edit it in time. Yeah. It's really annoying. Yeah,
it's. I'm just I don't online. I don't get how it taking that long, and they even used that as like a sales point. That's the worst part. When the game came out.
Such a bad thing.
Yeah. Such a dick move.
And like, if you're gonna say when it comes out, like, don't say it will come out in a week, and then
just don't. I don't.
And then in a week it doesn't come out, and then you'll say, oh no, it'll be in a week. Yeah, this time it'll be in a week, because it's just like, I don't know, you lose your trust in a way with your like fan base.
Definitely. I don't know anymore what to even think. I'm just hoping they know what they're doing, I guess.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking for.
When are you going to be doing like a what's the word? Like an ideas video for like next year's game? I feel like it's going to be more difficult to get them actually in the game now than other times because of COVID and stuff. Like, I get that as an excuse, but at the same time, like, you should have your game ready. Like, in all honesty.
Yeah. I think if I was to do it would mostly just be a repeat of last year's video, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, they didn't implement anything, so I don't really know anymore. They said they would try and implement it in the coming years, but I mean, do I trust them now?
EA in a way, because they have that like whole game changers thing.
Yeah.
And they change 0 parts of the game.
Yeah. That's pretty much what's happening right now. Unfortunately. I just wish it was a lot better, the game. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult because again, it's a small company, I guess. Like, if EA made it, which God forbid, I would not want EA to make to get anywhere near this game.
Definitely not.
It'll be like you've got to start off with like the worst team, I don't know, Top Sport of Landering or something, and then like pay £5 for Quickstep.
Yeah, that could be a shout.
You just go into online. Well, you can play it, but you've got to pay £15.
Yeah, that would probably happen actually. Let's just pray that it works out at the end, I guess.
Yeah.
Boy. Well.
Want to leave it there? Well, I guess I can plug my YouTube in the end. But
yes.
I mean, I doubt you'll see any videos coming up on it. When's this going to come out? I guess it's probably going to be like a day or 2 days.
Yeah, probably around that. Yeah, I would say.
So 23rd of December, I might do a like trailer video for a Christmas special, depending on whether it's going to be out at Christmas or not. So stay tuned for them, 23rd of December. And if it's not on there, then well.
Well.
But yeah, subscribe.
Yes.
And I try my best with the limited time I have.
Yes. So subscribe, and what do you want to release in 2021? Real quick.
Oh, good
What's
question.
the goal?
I don't know. Like, I don't want to like set a goal for 20 like long periods. I'd rather go like in increments. Like,
oh yeah,
I don't know. Like if we could get to like, I don't know, 100 subscribers by January, maybe, like by the start of January. If we can get like 20 more subs in December, that would be sick.
Oh, that is definitely doable.
It's doable, especially if I upload like videos, actual videos.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, is 1,000 too much to ask for face reveal at the end of 2021?
No, I think that's actually realistic. I mean, it, again, depends on I guess the amount of videos, but
just like it's hard to grow, I guess, in such like a niche community, I guess. Like,
yeah, I have actually ideas for videos usually, which I know will do well. I just can't be asked to do them, so maybe I'll give you some of them ones for when Tour de France 2021 comes out.
Yes, maybe.
They're like videos I just don't feel like doing, but I know they'll do well, and it's just like nah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll see everyone later. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I've just jumped in lava.
Oh no, please don't die.
Ooh, half hour.
Oh.